you with a bit of a breaking news update, and unfortunately, it's not a very positive bit of news if you are a fan of the Indian cricket team. Now, KL Rahul, remember, had recovered from a sports hernia because he had to undergo surgery, and then afterwards he was recovering in the process of his rehab at the National Cricket Academy, and he caught COVID-19. He ended up testing positive, so it was said that he would be ruled out of at least the first two West Indies T20Is. However, news reports are now saying that KL Rahul will in fact be missing out on the entirety of the West Indies tour. So that means that he was expected to be available for at least the last two T20Is, if not the last three T20Is. Unfortunately, as things stand, he has been advised another week of rest, even though he's would actually be entering that point where he would be able to leave, isolation. So he wouldn't necessarily actually be. He's not. I think he's tested negative, in fact, but he's been advised an extra week of rest. And recovery to actually help him recuperate better. So that means that he will not, in fact, be playing those last two T20Is, which were, of course, being taking place in Florida, USA. So he was expected to be a part of those matches and could have potentially even played the third T20I had he been able to make this recovery on time. Unfortunately, as things stand, he will not be making it into the series. Now, obviously, this is in many ways a bit of a big blow when it comes to the Indian team, because remember, when we have spoken about who it is will be playing and who it is will not be playing in that T20I World Cup's playing 11. KL Rahul is not just at this point someone who's guaranteed to be part of the squad. He's in essence guaranteed to be a part of the playing 11 as well and expected to be opening alongside skipper Rohit Sharma. Unfortunately for KL, the problem has been that since the IPL eliminator, remember, which Lucknow Super Giants ended up losing to the Royal Challengers Bangalore, since that time, he hasn't played a single minute of competitive cricket. Remember, he was rested. He ended up getting injured. He had his hernia issues just before the South Africa leg, because remember, he was supposed to be captaining the team in that particular tour. Both him and Kuldeep Yadav ended up getting injured on the eve of the tour. And since then, obviously, he had to go out to Germany to get surgery to actually repair and get on the mend. After that, he went to the NCA and he ended up catching COVID after that. So it was expected that he would, in fact, be part of the T20I squad for the West Indies series. In fact, he was named in the squad, and it was said that it would be subject to a fitness test and subject to his fitness and availability, but he ended up getting COVID, and now he would be on the process of recovering, but has unfortunately or otherwise been advised to take an extra week of rest. So he was understood. Actually, the point was that he was in doubt for the first part of the T20I series, but he was expected to be playing in the second half of it. Now, as I said, it's unfortunate for India. It's also unfortunate for KL as well, because more often than not, through no fault of his own, through some sheer bad luck, he's ended up getting sidelined. Because as I said, he was supposed to be leading India in the South Africa series. That didn't happen because he got injured on the eve of the tour. He underwent surgery in Germany, went back to the NCA for rehab, ended up catching COVID, and now has been advised extra rest in his process of recuperation from COVID-19. So again, very unfortunate situation all around. As for people asking about his replacement, at this point, I don't think the Indian team would be particularly worried about who to bring in or who to draft in as a replacement. So generally, they've been doing without KL for a long time. And as far as backup openers, you have someone like Ishan Kishan, who's part of the squads. You potentially, even as many are naming Sanju Samson. Don't forget, they tried out Rishabh Pant as an opener in one game as well. So that too is an option if it really comes down to it. But they would have preferred having a settled unit before the T20I World Cup. And generally speaking, when we've spoken about and we've discussed those teams, we know for a fact that there has been, generally speaking, like an air of inevitability about certain names. So obviously, Rohit, Kohli, Rahul was one of them who we said was a sure shot starter. Unfortunately, he's not been able to play a single minute of competitive cricket since the IPL, eliminator. I guess the next target for Rahul would, of course, be the ODI series against Zimbabwe, because that would be the next bit of competitive cricket that the Indian team are playing. And again, that ODI series, you're going to be expecting to see a bit of changes in that. In the squad, you might just see, a few players rested, a few players, because again, it's a West Indies series. A Zimbabwe series, I beg your pardon. And it's also an ODI series. So remember, it doesn't really hold much weight for India in this point of time. But I think you would most likely be expecting to see KL Rahul there just to get him some match time and to get back into match fitness. No format better than the ODI format. So realistically speaking, I think that would be what his next target. Hopefully, fingers crossed, he would be, okay till that point, because he's had some bad luck recently. Hopefully, that's it as far as coming to his bad luck when it comes to either injuries, COVID, surgery, whatever you name it. And that, we could be seeing a fully fit KL Rahul playing competitive cricket sooner rather than later. And that's it for this particular latest news update from our side. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you're new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell icon so that you know every single time it is that we're going live or uploading a new video for you guys. Please also don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, drop us a comment below. Who would you bring in as your KL Rahul replacement? Because I'm sure there's plenty of options, and I know for a fact that there would be people keen to see their favorites get a go in that position. Leave us a comment. Continue to shower us with love, and I will be joining you guys again through the day to be bringing you the latest sports news and updates as and when they happen. So thank you all for now, and bye-bye.